Okay, we're back in. Let's start over because I want you provide all the students the ability to hear. Okay.
The name of my poem is I Am the Black Child, written by Michael Wind. I am special. Ridicule cannot sway me. I am strong. Obstacles cannot stop me. I hold my head high, proudly proclaiming my uniqueness. Hold my place, continuing forward, diversity. I am proud of my culture and my heritage. I am confident that I can achieve my every goal. I am becoming all that I can be. I am the black child. I am a child of God.
I am black. I am beautiful. I am intelligent. I am enough. Society doesn't define me. The media does not tell me who I am. I come from overcomers, the true definition of strength and perseverance. Therefore, I accept nothing less than that for myself.
Mhm. 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 This is taking this one, so funny. It's loading.
Hello, my name is Chase Jones, and today I'm going to be reciting a poem. I Am the Black Child by Michael Wind. I am special. Ridicule cannot sway me. I am strong. Obstacles cannot stop me. I hold my head high, proudly proclaiming my uniqueness. I hold my pace, continuing forward through adversity. I'm proud of my culture and my heritage. I'm confident that I can achieve my every goal. I am becoming all that I can be. I am the black child. I am a child of God. Hi, my name is Aaron. Hi, my name is Aaron. My poem is gonna be Eloise. Harriet Tubman wasn't afraid of nothing either. Didn't come into this world to be no slave, and wasn't gonna stay one neither. Farewell, she said to her friends on that one night. She was mighty sad to leave him, but she ran away on the hot, dark night, ran looking for her freedom.
Hello, my name is Daisy White.
Hello, my name is Chase Jones, and today I'm going to be reciting a poem. I Am the Black Child by Michael Wind. I am special. Ridicule cannot sway.
Everyone has a name. Everyone has a name. Some are different, some are the same. Some are short, some are long. All are right, none are wrong. My name is Daisy Wiley. It's special to me because it's exactly who I want to be.
My name is Lorenzo Williams, and I am going to read Live in Peace by Miss Moem. We are not soldiers. Peace runs through our heart. Wars rage on regardless. We need not take part. Life can be a struggle, a perpetual night. but the sun will rise quicker if we choose to fight. So let down our weapons and open our arms, become a safe haven of kindness and calm. Life need not be a battle where we merely survive. We wait to rest in peace. We shall live it while we're alive.
Hi. Dreams by Langston Hughes. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. Hi.
Hi, I'm Journey, and I am going to recite the poem Harlem by Langston Hughes. What happens to a dreamed bird? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rye and meat, or crust and sugar over like syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode?
Hey, black child, do you know who you are, who you really are? Do you know you can be who you want to be if you try to be what you can be? Hey, black child, do you know where you're going, where you're really going? Do you know you can learn what you want to learn if you try to learn what you can learn? Hey, black child, do you know you are strong? I mean really strong? Do you know you can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do? Hey, black child, be what you can be. Learn what you must learn. Do what you can do. And tomorrow your nation will be what you want it to be.
Hey guys, my name is Brooklyn Solomon, and my poem is Hey Black Child. Hey Black Child, do you know who you are, who you really are? Do you know you can be what you want to be if you try to be what you can be? Hey Black Child, do you know where you're going, where you're really going? Do you know you can learn what you want to learn if you try to learn what you can learn? Hey Black Child, do you know you are strong? I mean really strong? Do you know you can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do? Hey Black Child, be what you can be, learn what you must learn, do what you can do, and tomorrow your nation will be whatever you want it to be. Bye guys. Hey guys, my name is Brooklyn.
Hey Black Child by Yuseni Perkins. Hey Black Child, do you know who you are? Who you really are? Do you know you can be what you want to be if you try to be what you can be? Hey Black Child, do you know where you're going, where you're really going? Do you know you can learn what you want to learn if you try to learn what you can learn? Hey Black Child, do you know you are strong? I mean really strong. Do you know you can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do? Hey Black Child, be what you can be. Learn what you must learn. Do what you can do. And tomorrow your nation will be what you want it to be.
His dream lives on. Today is a day we all sing in honor of Martin Luther King. Whenever we fight, To be free, we remember his name with dignity. When black people weren't treated right, he stood strong and led the fight. He fought with love, not guns or darts. He changed people's minds and their hearts. But some people didn't like his words, and he was taken away to a better world. Yet his dream still lives on, that all can be free when we knock down the walls between you and me. Martin Luther King's life did not last, but his dream and his spirit are free at last.
Okay, that was kindergarten through second. We're getting ready to go three through 5.
I Dream a World by Langston Hughes. I dream a world where man, no other man will scorn, where love will bless the earth, and peace its path adorn. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul, nor avarice blights our day. A world I dream, black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth, and every man is free, where wretchedness will hang its head, and joy like a pearl attends the needs of all mankind. Of such I dream my world.
What is Black History? By Latoya Facey. It is the dirt road our forefathers trod, memories of their lives branded in our hearts. It is a word, a place, a state of mind. Black history is a peek into our ancestors' time. It is a piece of fabric our grandmothers wore, an old rope our grandfathers lived to the poor. It is a slave ship and middle passage overseas. Black history is cotton fields and tobacco leaves. It is a plantation overseer and backdoor crumbs, weeping and wailing a beating of drums. It is a troubling truth, an unapologetic past. Black history is an entire race struggling to last. It is a Mississippi burning in a Tennessee town, an evil that lingers to bring Black people down. It is a book or movie of strength, courage, and will. Black history is the fate of young Emmett Till. It is Little Ruby Bridges, the exquisite Ruby Dee, Carter G. Woodson, and Coretta Scott King, a Mahalia Jackson song, a Michael Jackson routine. Black history is the phrase, let freedom ring. It is Chetney University, the Tuskegee Airmen, the NAACP, the Black Holocaust Museum. It is a Navy master diver named Carr Bashir. Black history is our legacy of triumph without fear. It is General Colin Powell of vaudeville drama, Zora Neale Hurston, and President Barack Obama. It is every single experience of our history. Black history is the story of you and me.
She by Angela D. Young, recited by Samia Lanier. You know what's really powerful? A woman that wears her flaws effortlessly. She's confident. She carries herself with dignity and class. As women, we must learn to love ourselves without judgment, because when we judge, we carry all the blame and guilt. In order for us to be the best version of ourselves, we must first let go of any unnecessary baggage and negativity that weighs us down. Let go of anything or anyone that doesn't add value to your life. Live life on your terms and never ever apologize for it. You know what's really powerful? A woman that loves herself wholeheartedly and shares that love with others. She holds everything.
Hi, I'm Kendria Vernado, and I will be reading Hey Black Child. Hey Black Child, do you know who you are, who you really are? Do you know you can be what you want to be if you try to be what you can be? Hey, black child, do you know where you are going? Where you are really going? Do you know you can learn what you want to learn if you try to learn what you can learn? Hey, black child, do you know you are strong? I mean, really strong. Do you know you can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do? Hey, black child, be what you can be. Learn what you must learn. Do what you can do. And tomorrow, your nation will be what you want it to be. Okay, so that is the end.
My name is Anaya McConaughey. I am in Miss Thompson's 4th grade class. Too black, author unknown. I am defiant if I separate. I am fake if assimilate. They consider my uniqueness strange. They call my language slang. They see my confidence as conceit. They see my mistakes as defeat. My questions mean I am unaware. My advancement is somehow unfair. To voice concern is discontentment. If I stand up for myself, I'm too defensive. If I don't trust them, I'm too apprehensive. They consider my success accidental. They minimize my intelligence to potential. They take my kindness for weakness. They take my silence for speechless. My character is constantly underrated. Pride for my race makes me too black.
Hello, my name is Naali Du, and the title of my poem is Too Black, and the author is unknown. I am defiant if I separate. I am fake if I assimilate. They consider my uniqueness strange. They call my language slang. They see my confidence as conceit. They see my mistakes as defeat. My questions mean that I am unaware. My advancement somehow unfair. To voice concern is discontentment. If I stand up for myself, I'm too defensive. If I don't trust them, I'm too apprehensive. They consider my success accidental. They minimize my intelligence to potential. They take my kindness for weakness. They take my silence for speechless. My character is constantly underrated. Pride for my race makes me too black. Thank you.
I dream a world by Langston Hughes. I dream a world where man, no other man will scorn, where love will bless the earth, and peace its paths adorn. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul, nor ever is bliss our day. A world I dream, where black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth, and every man is free. Where wretchedness hang his head, and joy like a pearl attends the needs for all mankind, as of such I dream my world.
I too first grade by Lacey Hughes. I too sing America. I am the doctor brother. They see me eat in the kitchen. When company comes, I laugh, eat well, and grow strong. Tomorrow I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody said to say to me. Besides, they see how beautiful I am and be saying, I too America, I'm a strong woman.
Hello, my name is Daniel Williams. I am in the 5th grade and I will be reciting a poem called Hello, Black Child by County Cooley. Hey, black child, do you know who you are? who you really are? Do you know you can be what you want to be if you try to be what you can be? Hey, black child, do you know where you are going? Where you are really going? Do you know you can learn what you want to learn if you try to learn what you can learn? Hey, black child, do you know you are strong? I mean, really strong. Do you know you can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do? Hey, black child, be what you want to be. Learn what you must learn. Do what you can do. And tomorrow, your nation will be what you want it to be.
My name is Caitlin Garrett, and I'll be presenting Go to the Back of the Bus, Rosa Parks. My name is Caitlin Garrett, and I'll be presenting Go to the Back of the Bus, Rosa Parks. Arthur, I know. Go to the back of the bus, Rosa Parks. Go to the back of the bus and stay. No, I won't. I think that's unfair, and I'm just too tired today. But everyone knows the rules, Rosa Parks. Everyone knows if you're black, you cannot eat at white restaurants. And on buses, you sit in the back. So now it's time to move, Rosa Parks. No, I'm not moving at all. I've got a voice, and I'm going to use it. And thousands will hear the call. We're coming to sit with you, Rosa Parks. People black and white did say, we're coming to change America and bring equality here to stay.
I am special. Ridicule cannot sway me. I am strong. Obstacles cannot stop me. I hold my head high, proudly proclaiming my uniqueness. I hold my pace, continuing forward through adversity. I am proud of my culture and my heritage. I am confident that I can achieve my every goal. I am becoming all that I can be. I am the black child. I am a child of God.
Hey, black girls, I dare you. I dare to take your education seriously. I dare to stay in school and get your high school diploma. I dare to go to college and obtain a degree. I dare you to believe in your ideas and become an entrepreneur or start your own business. I dare to create multiple streams of income for yourself. I dare to read, learn, and educate yourself. I dare to save and invest in your money wisely. It's important to invest in you. You're not too young to walk into your greatness. I dare to succeed without apology. Hey, black girls, I dare you.
All right, that was 3 through 5th grade. Our next session is 6 through 8.
Greetings. My name is Emmanuel Cortez, and I am a 6th grade student at George Washington Carver 6th grade center. Today I'll be reciting Freedom Walk by Charlize F. Freedom, they say we'll never get it. I believe when people hear the color side of the story, injustice anywhere is an insult to justice everywhere. They chant and throw objects, but I'm not giving up. I feel like I would walk all night for freedom. Cops yell and block the roads and order people to go back. Groups of Caucasians chanting our fascists and hold up signs. But all I can say is, keep walking.
Hi, my name is Sanaya Lane, and I'm going to be participating in the Black History Oratorical Contest. And the title of my poem is called What Black History Means to Me. What Black history means to me is that my ancestors set me free. Hard to believe the things they seen, to think about what they endured, and the pain that they received. Lets me know that they were passionate about paving the way for me. Because all they wanted was freedom for others and me. Now, if they could do things they like, they might could try to ride a bike. If they tried to ride a bike, you know that's kind of hard. That's right. And that is my poem. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Yolanda Williams. I go to LMS and I'm in 7th grade. I'll be reciting the poem Ain't I a Woman by Sojourner Truth. Well, children, there is so much racket, there must be something out of kilter. I think that betwixt the Negroes of the South and the women at the North talking about rights, these men gonna be in their fix pretty soon. But what's all this here talking about? That man over there says that women need to be helped into carriages and lifted over ditches and have the best place everywhere. Nobody ever held me into carriages or over mud puddles or gives me any best place. Ain't I a woman? Look at me, look at my arms. I have plowed and planted and gathered in the barns, and no man can head me. And ain't I a woman? I could work as much and eat as much as a man could when I could get it, and bear the lash as well. And ain't I a woman? I have borne 13 children and seen most all sold off to slavery. And when I cried out with my mother's grief, none but Jesus heard me. And ain't I a woman? Then they talk about this thing in their head. What's this they call it? What's this they call it? Intellect. That's it, honey. Intellect. What's that got to do with women's rights and Negroes' rights? If my cup will hold but a pint and yours hold a quart, wouldn't you be mean not to let me have my little half measure full? And then that man back in there in the black says that women can't have as much rights as men because Christ wasn't a woman. Where did your Christ come from? Where did your Christ come from? From God and a woman. Man had nothing to do with him. Now, if the first woman that God ever made was strong enough to turn this world upside down all alone, these women together ought to be able to turn it back and get it right side up again. And now they is asking to do it, and you men better let them. Obliged to you. Thank you for letting me speak to you this morning. Now, old Sojourner ain't got nothing more to say.
Hey, my name is Desmond Conley, and today I will be doing rap for Black History. Let's go ahead and start the music. Martin Luther King, he fought for freedom. They thought he was a joke, and then he proved them no. Rosa was an activist. She refused to give up her seat, but at least she was neat in her jail seat. Malcolm was a minister. He had my back. He protested like us because he was black. Harriet was a slave. She freed lots of people. They hated her. Was that even legal? This world is wrong. They killing us for no reason, but we will fight until they get treason. This is the end of my rap. I know I did good. My money stick like ice because I got these goods.
Hi, Tiger Tribe. I'm Tori Allen. I go to LMS and I am in the 7th grade. And I'm going to be talking about Martin Luther King and what he did for us. In 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out to the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at a table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a desert state sweltering with the heat of injustice and oppression, will be transformed into oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
My name is Mr. Dallas with the Black Lives Matter project. My reading teacher is Miss Cobb, 6th period. I'm going to be reading the Jim Crow laws based off of these images right here. Jim Crow laws were a collection of state and local statutes that legalized racial segregation named after a black man in a show. Characters, the law which excited for about 100 years from the post-Civil War era until 1968. They were meant for African Americans by denying them the right to vote, hold jobs, get an education, or other opportunities. Those who attempted to defy Jim Crow laws often faced arrests, fines, jail sentences, violations of deaths. The roots of Jim Crow laws has begun in early 1865, immediately following the 13th Amendment, which slavery in the United States, where strict local and state laws that details when you and where how formerly enslaved people could work and for how much compensation. The codes appeared throughout the South as a legal way to put black citizens into the industry, to take voting rights away, to control where they lived and how they traveled, and seize children for labor purposes. The legal system was stacked against black citizens, from which former soldiers working as police and judges, making it difficult for African Americans to win court cases. In the industry, there was a subject to black codes. These codes were in conjunction with the labor camps and where prisoners were treated enslaved people. Black offenders typically received longer sentences than white equal and black. And because of that, work often did not live their entire sentence. That's my Jim Crow, Black Lives Matter. It was based off of these images right here. Black Lives Matter, Jim Crow.
Okay, that was 6A. We're getting ready to go through the high school 9-12 division.
Although she feeds me breath, bitterness, and sinks into my throat her tiger's tooth, still in my breath of life, I will confess I love this culture hell that tests my youth. Her vigor flows like the tides into my blood, giving me strength, erect against her hate. Her bigness sweeps my being like a flood, yet as a rebel from fronts, a king in state, I stand within her walls with no shred of terror. Hate, not a word of jeer. Darkly, I gaze into the days ahead and her might and grinning wonders there. Beneath the touch of the time unerring hand, like the priceless treasure sinking in sand.
Well, children, where there is so much racket, there must be something out of utter. I think that twist, the Negroes of the South and the women of the North, all talking about rights. The white man will be fixed pretty soon. But what's all this here talking about? That man over there said that women need to be helped into carriages and lifted over ditches and have the best place everywhere. Nobody ever helped me into carriages or over mud puddles or give me any best place. Ain't I a woman? Look at me. Look at my arms. Ain't I a woman? I have plunged and planted and gathered into barns, and no man headed me. Ain't I a woman? I could work as much and eat as much as any man, and bear the lash as well. Ain't I a woman? I have borne 13 children and seen most all sold off to slavery. And when I cried to my mother's grief, none but Jesus heard me. Ain't I a woman? Then they talk about things in my head. What's that they call it? That's it, honey. That's what that got to do with women's rights or Negroes' rights. If my cup holds a pint and yours holds a quart, wouldn't you be mean not to let me have my little half measure full? Then that little man in the back says, women can't have as much rights as men's because Christ wasn't a woman. Where did your Christ come from? Where did your Christ come from? From God and a woman? Man had nothing to do with him. If the first woman God ever made was strong enough to turn the world upside down, then these women ought to be able to turn it back together and then get it right side up again. And now they asking to do it. The men better not stop them. Oblige to you for hearing me. Oh, Sojourner ain't got nothing to say.
Hi, my name is Sasha Brown. I'm a 10th grade at Lancaster High School, and I'll be rereading my entry for the oratory contest. Everyone's entitled to these three things according to the Declaration of Independence: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In the same document, it states that all men are created equally. Yet, both of these historical phrases were written by men who owned slaves and treated them less human than their own cattle. So why we let people who haven't walked in our shoes or felt our pain make decisions for us? For people of color, every day is a constant battle. Ever since the 1500s, when the Europeans started the slave trade, people of color never really seemed to have the upper hand. Even historical figures who we thought were on our side were never on our side. We all know Abraham Lincoln, the so-called hero who freed the slaves in 1862. This man didn't cover the lives and well-being of slaves, but yet just because he wrote the Emancipation Proclamation, white history perceives him as a hero to the black community. Now, when I say white history, I mean history that is sugarcoated to make the truth about the real history seem less terrific than it actually was. See, black history is about being free from slavery, going through segregation, or even protesting for police reform. Black history is about the things that you find in those textbooks. It's about surviving those things that you read in those textbooks and seeing those TV screens. It's about striving through hardships and making yourself a seat at the table of injustice and unlikelihood. Shirley Chisholm once said, if they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. Now, Miss Chisholm was the very first African-American woman in Congress. A woman born to a family of Barbadian immigrants who came to this country with nothing but their work skills and dreams for a better life. She went on to graduate college with a degree in childhood education, even though prior she was motioned to become a politician. Despite her feeling double handicapped by being black and a woman, she would go on to fight towards racial and gender inequality in New York. Shirley would run for a spot in the New York legislature, and after she would land a congressional seat. While being in Congress, she would help pass bills to help race, gender, and poverty-filled communities. Now, what does all this information have to do with Shirley Chisholm quote and how it makes me feel? Having to bring your own seat is about being involved in the constant conversation of injustice and unlikelihood. It's like when people talk about you behind your back and you go insert yourself into the conversation so they can say it to your face. History can only be perceived as a race or class issue, when in reality it's about not valuing other people's inputs and not educating ourselves about the experiences only certain people go through. Inserting yourself where you're not wanted but where you're needed is what makes this quote stand out. That's the difference between having your own seat and bringing your own seat. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ocean Evans, and I am currently a sophomore at Lancaster High School. The quote that I have chosen today is, "If they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair," by Shirley Chisholm. This quote has many different meanings, from politics to gender to race. Anything that you can think of that would have something to do with this quote, that's what it means. But in particularly, I think that this quote means, don't wait for an invitation. Don't wait for them to give you something. Bring yourself, bring your own things and show them all that you have to offer. Don't just be like, okay, I'm going to wait. Like she said, bring a folding chair. Because usually that you see, when you see people at a table, they have the chairs that come with the table. She wants to bring her own thing. She wants to be different, which is why I did a little research on Miss Shirley, and it comes to find out that she was the first African American woman to Congress, which is a huge success, which is one of the reasons why she said bring a folding chair. Because I can guarantee you, back in 1972, they didn't want her to be a part of Congress. One, because she was African American, and two, because she was a woman, and they felt as if women could not do anything, which is so not true. Second, they said they didn't want her because she was African American, because back in the day, they felt like African Americans only were good for slavery, which is not true. She made a huge impact on history, which is why she said the quote that she said, which means, like I repeat, don't wait for an invitation. Get up and go do what you have to do to be successful. Thank you. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name is Tiana Morrell. I'm in the 11th grade attending Lancaster High School, and this is my entry for the Black History Oratory Competition. As a people, we are destined for much greater things than a white picket fence around a seemingly endless mansion, or a really nice car, or boosting our ego or pride. And although man is said to be born free, there are still chains around our ankles and wrists like that of our ancestors, but we are not the genie in Aladdin. Our freedom is not determined by someone or something else anymore because we lay down the rules of our lives. If they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. An attitude much needed during her time. This quote was voiced by Shirley Anita Chisholm, a Barbadian-American politician, educator, and author. She was the first Black woman to be elected into the United States Congress and served 7 terms from 1969 to 1983. She was presumably an inspiring individual and a motivational character for her people, and this very quote has yet to age, for it can still be applied in more than one aspect of the human life today. Many people believe that once they are presented with the results of an attempted goal, one of which being no, the journey either ends there or soon it will. This can be applied to things like consent and being allowed to do something with someone else's permission if there is a situation where it is required, but not the limits of one's success. Our success is regulated by our own personal drive. This quote, truly one of my personal favorites now, means that although an opportunity for a certain fate or future is not handed to us, that doesn't mean throw in the towel or choose something different or much less complicated to achieve. Rather, if an opportunity is not given, you either make one or take one. Bringing a folding chair represents working with what you have in order to gain more, while a seat at the table represents what you are trying to reach or a desire you have supposedly out of your league. For example, Chisholm encountered heavy resistance due to her sex and race with the UDC, Unity Democratic Club, reluctant to support a Black female candidate. Instead of allowing that to knock her down, she decided to appeal to her female audience and use her role as Brooklyn branch president of Key Women of America to attract more female voters. And after much hard work and several ran into walls, she eventually won the Democratic primary in June 1964, was a member of the New York State Assembly from 1965 to 1968, and got elected into the U.S. Congress in 1969, which I had previously mentioned. And in discussing this, I am inclined to say her accomplishments were groundbreaking, and looked at from the right angle can be viewed as life-changing. In the eyes of the congressman, Shirley Chisholm's chair didn't cost as much, or look as good, or come with a cushion as did the chairs of everyone else in the position she aspired to be in, but she, in turn, brought her own chair and decorated it along the way. Her and this quote are just a couple of examples to show that our happiness, success, freedom, and peace of mind is not tied to our circumstances, issues, or trials and tribulations, but more so, it is resting upon our dispositions and our mentalities. The much greater thing we are destined for is constant growth, but he who does not work does not eat. Thank you for your time. Happy Black History Month.
Hello, my name is Jalen Hollins, and I am a junior at Lancaster High School. The quote I chose to assess is, "If they don't give you a seat at the table, bring your own folding chair," by Shirley Chisholm. This quote represents the strength, independence, and individuality I exempt every day of my existence. As an inhabitant of this pulchritudinous Black skin, my yellow brick road to greatness has been preconceived not to be all that great. but I and every cell in my body will gracefully surpass the expectations of those who would hate to see me prevail. My life is a beautiful masterpiece, and I hold the brush. Therefore, with every glide of imagination, I will reach further towards a great destination. To add to this quote, I say that instead of bringing your own seat, how about we as a people build our own table? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alexia. I'm in 12th grade, and this is my submission for the Black History Oratory Contest. If we accept and acquiesce in the face of discrimination, we accept the responsibility ourselves and allow those responsible to salve their conscience by believing that they have our acceptance and concurrence. We should therefore protest openly everything that smacks of discrimination or slander. Mary McLeod with him. This quote exemplifies the idea that protesting and standing up for what is right is the best way to tackle oppression. Simply allowing people to get off easily by creating their own fanatical reality by telling themselves that the ones that they oppress are okay with it does nothing for the oppressed. It only benefits the oppressors by giving them the idea that what they have done is accepted. They're able to soothe their own conscience when they see that no one spoke out against something they have done. As silly as it may seem to say this, society is a lot like a child. A child will continue to break, destroy, and dismantle everything in their path unless their actions are brought to their attention. Only then will they know that what they are doing is wrong. Without the protest and speaking out, the oppressors will continue to oppress while telling themselves that it is okay, like a child would. Do not be fooled, however. Our oppressors are also different from a child in ways such as the deep hatred and malicious feelings they have is instilled deep inside of their hearts. They know what they do is ungodly, but continue to do it daily because they themselves tell themselves that it is okay only to remedy their own conscience. Protesting is calling them out on the malicious thoughts and actions they have tried to pretend is all right or non-existent, calling out the lies they have fed themselves, calling out the centuries of numbness they have made the entire Black community as a whole feel because of the hatred that has never gone away. We must protest. Allow them to see the oppression they have inflicted upon us, whether they can handle it or not. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Sanaya Sanders, and I am a senior at Lancaster High School. Today, my quote is, "If they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair." This quote means a lot to me if we are being honest. The author felt as if she belonged at the tables where decisions were made that affected her life. She wanted to be in a room where it happens, and she wasn't interested in waiting for a chair to be assigned to her. This quote means to not wait for an invitation and pull up a chair to the table. It means to make your own space in the conversations you want to be a part of or in anything you want to do. If you don't receive a seat at the table, you bring a folding chair because you offer something that is important to you and maybe others. When she said these 14 simple words, it was a time when women were not allowed at the table, period. The table she wanted to be a part of consisted of people who did not properly represent her, even though decisions were being made that affected her and others. She was not going to sit and wait until someone gives her a seat, so she gave herself a seat. And this is so important for everyone in life to understand this because there will be times where you have to bring a folding chair to the table because you weren't allowed to get a seat. When you bring your own chair, no one could tell you that you can't sit there. You make yourself a part of the conversations that are important to you, and you become your own voice without relying on others to say it for you.
All right, the judges have it in. They have it in. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to look at the arts contest entries. The theme was the Black family, representation, identity, and diversity. Okay, so these are just all the pictures. I'm just going to go through it. It's just playing through it.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so we're getting ready to go into the judging. Now, the judges had rubrics to use when they was doing the judging, okay? All had rubrics so everything could be fair. So first of all, we're gonna go through the oratorical winners. So K3, we're gonna go through the different bands, K2, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 9, 12. So coming in second place, we have Rolling Hills, Jordan Pipkins. All right, Jordan. First place, we have from Houston Elementary, Chase Jones. Good job, Chase. 3-5 competition. We have in second place, we have a tie. We're at PRE and Houston Elementary. We have Lania Dukes and Shamia Lanier. Both came in second. Judging just kept coming the same numbers every time. First place, Rosa Parks Millbrook. We have Danielle Williams with first place. Okay, going into the 6-8 competition, we have in second place from GWC, Kanaya Lane. And also from GWC, we have first place, Emmanuel Cruz. Good job, boys and girls. All right, 9th through 12th grade. Second place comes from LHS, Tanaya Sanders, and also first place from Lancaster High School, Tiana Morel. Good job. All right, art contest winners. Okay, so same order, K2, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 9, 12. Second place, coming from Beltline Elementary, Tamara Matthews. And we have the picture here so you can also see. Good job. First place, Rosa Parks Millbrooks. We have a brother-sister duo. They did the family picture, Jaden and Camden. Okay, someone texted me and said the last name's supposed to be Cruz, not Cortez, but that's what was handed to me. Cruz, sorry. Jaden and Kennedy Newborn. And second place for the 3rd through 5th grade division, we have Kelly Barona. And in first place, coming from Houston Elementary, I think it's Houston, yes, Sophia Vertigo. All right, 6th and 7th grade. This was close, this is very close. We have L.C. Robinson. We have Jerome Collins coming in second place. And again, first place coming from the same school, L.C. Robinson, we have Madison Pearson. Good job. All right, next, 9 through 12. Second place, Bamo, Tierra Stroud. Good job, Bamo. And also, Bamo has first place. First place, Caleb Williams. Good job, boys and girls. Good job. Now, these are our honorable mention students. These students were so close, 1 or 2 points away from the top people. I just want to give a thanks today for everyone that participated this year. Although every campus just submitted 2 finalists, I'm sure there was more outstanding entries. I need everyone, all students, continue working hard daily. Keep doing it. I'd also like to give thanks to the Black History Committee for all the hard work and the dedication that you did. Thank you. Also, I would like to thank all the liaisons from each campus. You made sure that I had all the entries on time. Now, lastly, I'd like to give a special shout out tonight. Doesn't have anything to do with Black History Month, but Coach Doug and the Lancaster basketball team as they continue towards another state championship. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Have a great weekend and see you next year.